All right. Thank you so much for joining in. I can see a few faces on the camera. Thanks, Ajay, Sarthak, Abhishek, Satish is here, uh, Atir, Harish. So if you can come on the video, that would be good. We can make it more interactive session. So the basically why we are here today, let me just set the context first. Okay. I work with Infosys. I will give my introduction in a sooner time. So a few months back, I wanted to learn something on ServiceNow. Okay. And I found it hard to do it alone. Okay. So just a thought came into my mind, let's form a group, which can do something on the regular basis. And from there on, the concept of ServiceNow JavaScripting challenge came in, and most of the people did that challenge with me, for 1 month, and then things went to the whole because I had some personal commitments of fulfilling. So I'm trying to reinitiate the things, okay, with the name known as nowGurukul. Now, what is nowGurukul? How it can help you? How we can help each other? What is the motive behind it? And what is the outcome that we can expect out of it? We're going to share it here, okay? So just let me share a few of the stuff before we start on. Abhishek, you can see my screen if you can just confirm me.
Yes, Gagan. I'm able to see your screen.
All right. So I would love to start with this quote, successful careers have greater foundations. So if somebody, in the audience have learned about the Chinese bamboo, okay. So when we plant Chinese bamboo for few months or few years, for a few months, I would say it doesn't grow at all, and then rapidly it takes the pace up. So when it is not growing up in the earlier phase, it doesn't mean that it's not doing anything. It is binding its roots in the ground. That's what it is important according to me. When we are want to acquire any particular skill, we have to make sure that we're binding our roots in the ground to the strongest possible. So that's what the vision is. Okay, not learning the things only from the above part, okay, where okay, what is X, what is Y, what is Z, but let's dig down as a group and let's try to learn the things. Now, before we start up, I will just quickly introduce myself. As most of you know, my name is Gagan Jolly and I work with Infosys Limited, having experience of more than 6 years now. I am certified in 9 mainline certifications and worked in different industry experience, banking, telecom, health. And in terms of passion, I love traveling, cooking, and doing gym. And I am also pursuing one of the biggest goal of my life. If you have heard about Certified Technical Architect program of ServiceNow, maybe we will also talk about it, going forward sessions. So this is just a quick introduction about me, just to get familiar with you. And of course, I will get to know you all as well. What's the agenda for today? Okay. The first part is, of course, the introduction part where we get a bit comfortable. And then second thing, I want to share my vision out of this group, from where it is started. And then, of course, I want to share some plan of action that we're going to follow from the next week onwards in, where we can learn. Then I will take some polling from you as well, okay, in order to understand, what audience thinks and what audience wants and how we can help each other as a community. And then, of course, some suggestions and feedback. Before I start, I would like to put one thing, okay? I know there are people in this, we have almost 100 count here. There are people in this audience who have much more better knowledge than me, okay? And maybe more expertise in every sector. And I would love to learn from them. If I am heading this session as of now, it doesn't mean that, I'm expert of service now. I'm just learning in the same way as you, maybe far, more far than you in terms of ServiceNow technical skills or any other skills. So you know something, I know something, and then we come together to learn. The question is, my vision was very simple: how we can grow as a group, as a 360-degree in this service now. And from there on, that concept of this JavaScript challenges, started, where we had around 2000 plus code screenshots in 1 month of span, right? And that shows that, the community wish to learn, the community wish to collaborate in a more engaging manner, right? So there are many other people over LinkedIn and other platform community who are already doing good for the community. I never had this intention of putting more people in the group. 100, 200, 1,000, 2,000. The number game is not important for me. The thing which is important for me is to have a disciplined approach. Even if it is one person over there, maybe Abhishek, Sarthak, who wish to learn with me, or they want to collaborate by giving, more ideas. That is what I want to do. Now, I am just conceptualizing this concept as of now, and I will just like to give you the draft version, what I believe that we can do in order to learn. And of course, then later we will take some feedback from you as well. Okay. I will just discuss few of the things. I have many things in the mind going forward, but we cannot do everything at once, right? So to start with, in the ServiceNow JavaScripting challenge, what we used to do, we used to take one JavaScripting, maybe I would say question or something, a target to complete per day. And by the end of the day, we used to upload a screenshot. But this time I propose, the daily challenge was used to be hectic for me as well, plus for the audience as well, because sometimes what happens is you have difficult agenda, you are difficult throughout the whole day to cater the things, and then you're not able to do that. So if we do this weekly target thing, let's say in the start of the week, we are coming up that this 15 things we are going to learn today in this week, right? And then you have a whole week to do that. It's up to you. You do it in one day. You do two things in one day, or how do you want to do? Now, second thing is weekly meetup, the thing that we are doing today. Now, why a weekly meetup is required? See, if you, I will just give you an example. Okay, let's say you have a very close friend with you spend most of the time with, and let's say he's a gym freak. Okay, if you're spending around 2 hours or 1 hour per day with him and he goes to gym daily, there is a high probability that you will also get motivated by him or her, and then you also start going to gym to take care of your health. Same happens in this as well. If you're part of such community where the vision is same, where the target is same, where the approach is same, you learn quickly, you learn more efficiently. So that is why this weekly meetup is very important. So if you know that, ServiceNow meetup happens every quarter, but I would say, okay, and recently one happened in Pune, which was very well organized by the organizers, and where I went on. So once you go into such environment, you feel motivated to do things, you feel motivated to do more things. So that's why this meetup concept is there. The next part is 360-degree growth. If you wish to become make a successful career, what I personally believe is it's not only about the technical skills. You also need your interpersonal skills, how you are managing people, how you are selling yourself. If everything is in your head and you're not able to put that out in the market, in front of your managers, in front of your clients, in front of your organization, most of the things that will go for waste. So we will also going to focus on that as well. Then, of course, the expert session, we have pioneers present in our ServiceNow industry, which have great knowledge about the great topics. So we'll try as a team, we will try to, get experts in our weekly meetup as well, where we can have expert sessions. Then, of course, the brainstorming and live demo sessions. So this is the idea, where let's say I give you, we decide to take 15 topics per week. Okay. And let's say out of them, 3 or 4 are complex. Okay. And let's say, for example, let's say I take a topic where you need to develop a playbook. Okay. And Abhishek Thakur is very good in doing that. And he developed it and he volunteers that I want to give a demo of it in the weekly meetup. Then Abhishek can come and he can give a demo 5 to 10 minutes. So just see, as a group, maybe in a week you was able to learn one thing, but now as a group, you can learn multiple things in a short span of time. And you can also do Q&A and, more things out there. The next and the very important part is job opportunities. I know we have around 118 people in the house right now. Most of them are looking for jobs. Few as a freshers, and few want to switch their current jobs to have better opportunity. That's where this group is going to help you. For example, let's say we have people from 30 organizations here. Okay. So you have a network where you can apply in the 30 companies. You can get mentoring from them, how to build your resume, what skills are required over there and all that stuff. So that is where, it is going to help you. The next part is mentor-mentee program. This is very important, I would say, okay? And this is the skill, where most of the people lack. We don't feel the value of a mentor in our life. And, so for example, in your life, your parents are your mentors, right? They guide you from the start, what to do, what not to do. In gym, you have a trainer. Why in corporate career, we don't feel the importance of mentor? So I am 110% sure we have experts in the call today, around 120 people. There will be more experienced people who have seen industry from more closure perspective, and they have more knowledge in ServiceNow and other domain as well. So I want to make a pool of mentor and mentee. Okay. So for example, let's say Abhishek was telling his story, before he joined in, that he's just 19 years old and he has joined the SCL as a fresher. So of course, if he gets a mentor who have, let's say, 5 years or 10 years of experience, he can get mentoring and can accelerate his growth quite quicker, right? So that's how this is going to help you guys. And the next thing is study material. The best thing I personally love about ServiceNow is that you have plenty of stuff at plenty of platform to learn from. This is the biggest blessing if you are, making a career in ServiceNow. So this is one thing where we can all collaborate. We can bring in the best of the best material from different sources and we can share. Of course, keeping the ethics, keeping the copyright conditions in so that we don't have any issues later. Okay, and you don't have any issues later. The next thing is real-time scenario repository. I would like to give this, what to say, the credit of this idea to the Sarthak Srivastav present in this room. Okay, he just called me one day. We met on LinkedIn, and we used to talk much. He just called me one day that I'm going for different interviews. I know ServiceNow developer things. I know different features. But where I lack is when interviewer ask me real-time questions, okay, real-time scenario questions. So there I lack. So what we are going to do is we have 129 people in the house today, okay. 129 people have worked on different projects. 129 people have worked on different requirements, different conditions. So even if every person give one real-time scenario, okay, of course, taking care that you're not sharing any client-specific things, any organization-specific things, just in a general, we will have 128 use cases just right now in next 5 minutes. Okay, and if you start performing them, it will take approximately 1 or 2 months to do that hands-on. So that is what my vision is. Let's create a real-time scenarios repository and let's start working on them as well. The last and the most important thing is emotional support. You must be wondering, this is a kind of a tech session and the kind of a tech initiative, then what is the meaning of emotional support here? What happens is, once you start learning something, once you start doing something which is not into your comfortable zone, you will do 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, and then that motivation goes away. And if there's a break of 1 or 2 days, that break extends for weeks, for months, for years. So that is what we don't want here. If you're going through any challenges in maybe your professional life, personal life, that you seek mentoring, this group will help you in that. Okay, that's why these daily and weekly targets are very important, where you keep yourself on the track. Okay, even if you, let's say we start with this and for the first week targets, Abhishek didn't do anything, but he comes in the next weekly meetup, he will see rest of the 100 people have done these targets, have learned 10 to 15 new features of ServiceNow or new functionalities of ServiceNow or something new in ServiceNow basically, right? And then he might feel that, okay, I need to go back, I need to do week 1 as well, of course the week 2 as well. That motivation comes in when you see your peers, your colleagues too, growing out there. So this is the kind of few things I have in mind, which I want to start. And of course, before I open some polls and, we open some discussions, I cannot do it individually. Okay. I tried to do that in this ServiceNow JavaScripting challenge, but then your own life becomes hell, to be very frank, because I also need to manage my work, my personal initiatives, my family, my friends, and then these initiatives as well. And the best part is that I'm not doing this for any monetary benefits. I hope you guys know. Okay, so this is something that I'm doing out of my passion, and this is something that where I can see I can also grow with you as a community. So that was all idea behind it. I just wanted to give an overview of it, okay, before we start any discussion on that. Just before we move on, okay, I will just open the discussion forum. I will just open one poll, okay, in front of you. So you might get a poll in front of your screen right now where you need to just answer a few of the questions. This will give me some vibe, what the group wants, what the audience wants, and where we are heading. So I will just open it up in next 2 minutes. Before that, just one last request. If you can come over the video, that would be good. Let's make it more interactive. It is not your client meeting, office meeting, or something like that. We are trying to make a group of family over here, which we can interact. Thank you so much. I can see few people over here. So I'm just launching a poll and I am waiting for, we'll wait for the results over there. I will just share the results with you. You will get some 6 questions over there. Okay, and feel free to answer. It's an anonymous poll. Nobody is going to judge you who is answering what. So Sarthak or Abhishek, if anybody confirm you, are you able to see that poll in front of you?
Yes.
Okay, so take your time, maybe 1.5 minutes, okay, where you can answer to these questions. I can see few responses are coming in. So let's see how it goes. For the first question, I would like to influence your thoughts. We tried to do this daily JavaScripting challenge around 1 or 2 months back, but then it goes too hectic for the organizers as well, plus for the who are learning from that as well. So that's why this time we mostly want to do weekly. You will get some targets at the start of the week and then learn in that week, during that week, and then you can come as a group on some poll and then we can discuss that.
Yeah,
So,
hi Gagan. So Gagan, I have a question. So from the basic concept, you're telling to drive the concept.
So may just give me 2 minutes. Let's get this poll over. Then we will just open this discussion. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
As I told in the starting as well, I'm not at all, making a fact here that, I'm an expert or something like that. I'm just like a regular ServiceNow enthusiast like you. It's just like, just taking this initiative to come as a group and formalize how we can think things better. Of course, I know many experts sitting in the room out here as of now. So let's see how it goes. Okay. So around 65 people out of 125 have participated, 50%. I will just wait for 1 or 2 minutes, 1 minute more maximum, and then we'll need to maybe close this poll. And of course, we can do this poll in our WhatsApp group as well. Okay, where we are around 1,200 people, I would say, in the WhatsApp. If you're not a part of the WhatsApp community as of now, where we interact more, and then you can ping me on my WhatsApp. I will just ping my WhatsApp number here. So before you, as you're polling here, I will just tell you one interesting fact as well. Okay, so we started this WhatsApp community to help each other to post these daily challenges. But how it went in a very good way is people are, posting their daily challenges if they are facing in their production or their daily issues. Of course, taking care of the client privacy and everything, and then other group members are helping them in real. So that is the best thing I loved, about this initiative. So for example, let's say Sarthak gets a story in the morning by his manager that Sarthak, you need to do XYZ. And deliver it by 5 p.m. IST end of the day. And Sarthak doesn't have any idea about it, right? So obviously, ServiceNow has many official sources that you can go on. In addition to that, you can put that query in the WhatsApp group. Okay. If somebody is there who has already implemented same kind of stuff or can, suggest you something, they do out there. And then Sarthak jobs becomes easy, right? And in addition to that, other 200 or 300 people in that group reading that query, reading that solution, learns at the same time. That is the best thing. So before I go to the bed every day, I just go to my WhatsApp group and see what queries are there and what solutions people have given. So that is good. All right, just 30 seconds more. I know few of you might not be able to see the poll. Don't worry, this is just to, I cannot reshare it again because maybe the current results will go away. So we'll just see what is the vibe as of now, and then we can do that in the WhatsApp as well. So I will just share. So last 10 seconds, guys, please poll it down. 6 questions, it should take only 10 seconds for you, 10 or 20 seconds. 65 people out of 125 have given the responses as of now. All right, just let me share the results with you. Are you guys able to see the results? All right.
Yes, Gagan.
So if we go to the learning mode, most of the people have the vibe of weekly, which goes with the mindset as well. So maybe I'm a good influencer in that way. But yeah, this is something which I understand it, which will go in a better way. So do you wish to contribute in the organizing of nowGurukul events and initiative? I am lucky to see no response there. Okay, so this is something which is very important. Okay, we need to see that in order to take the family along, we need few family heads. I will not say head, maybe something, who wanted to take the responsibility of the family or the group. So if you want to contribute, the last time it went on the hold because of the same thing. I was not able to organize multiple things in my life, and things went on the hold. But this time we are going to do it more formally, more in an organized way, and nobody has any monetary benefit in it. I don't have, you don't have. The whole vision is to have the learning perspective itself. So we'll see how we'll get more contributors of this nowGurukul. So do you wish to do hands-on demo to the audience as well? So this is very important. Okay. So 32% have said maybe. For these 32% people, there can be different reasons that they have said maybe. Okay. Maybe they're not confident enough. They don't know the stuff as well. But this will be a great platform for you. So what happens is, once you go into your production environment, in your, you're doing something for your client, and let's say you have implemented one story, then most of the time you need to give a client demo, okay, where you explain what have you developed. So if you're practicing those stuff here, you are learning multiple things. First of all, you are helping the community in explaining something, in, giving them knowledge to them. At the same time, you're becoming a confident speaker as well, okay, which is the most important part. You don't fumble up in front of your clients out there. Okay, you can fumble up here. Nobody will point fingers on you. We will appreciate you, and then you learn eventually. So this is the biggest advantage that you can have. So next time, don't hit maybe, always hit yes in your life. A real-time scenarios repository, that is very important. Okay, this is the biggest gap I see in most of the freshers and most of the mid-level people as well. Okay, people know ServiceNow, people learn technical stuff because we have ultimate resources in our community to learn on. But the things where it comes to real-time scenario, people lacks. The reason is, if you have, let's say, 2 years of experience, you have worked with X client, there is a highest probability that you are doing almost one kind of work during the last 1 or 2 years. Okay, you only know one environment. But let's say we have 130 people in the house right now. 130 people have done 130 projects, I assume, in life at the minimum pace. If 130 people are giving you at least one use case in the repository, from where we can pick those weekly, and we can do some hands-on on that, you just see how your knowledge is going to boom up, how my knowledge is going to boom up. So that is one thing I am looking for going forward. Okay, and the best thing is, let's say Mohammed Amzad is here, right? So let's say Mohammed has given you a real-time scenario, okay, and then 100 people are implementing it. But at the end of the week, we see it's a very hard scenario. We're not able to implement that. Mohammed can come on this weekly meetup, and he can give you a live demo how he implemented that in his, during his execution. That's how this group is going to work. It's not like that you just post one question over there and nobody answers that and it goes and vanishes. So this was the one concept out there. Okay, are you interested in meeting once? Yes, 95% good response. I need these 3 people who responded. Maybe you can DM me. I would like to know why not. So mentor mentee program, this is very important. Okay, 92% people have voted for this. It's very easy to say I need a mentor. It's very easy to see I need a mentoring, but that comes with a very big responsibility, I would say. Okay, if you are a mentor to someone, it means you are shaping their life, shaping their career, shaping their future. Your 1 or 2 bad advices, I won't say bad, but maybe advice which was not adequate to that person, can ruin the things at his or her end. So what we do for this is, I just have a quick mind, maybe more other people can give me suggestions over that. What we'll do is, we will have a kind of an application form, okay, where we'll see the senior people can apply for it, that they want to mentor. Of course, take this as a social service. I'm not going to reward you any money, because I'm not getting any money out of it. I'm not going to send any gifts and all that stuff, but I will buy you a coffee for sure once we meet. So what we can do is, we can have a senior set of people. Let's say we can set a minimum bar, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and then let's start mentoring each other. For example, let's say who is on the video? Manju is on the video right now. Okay, so let's say Manju have experience of 5 years. She can mentor people having 2 years or 1 year or 3 years of experience. At the same time, Manju also need mentoring. Okay, who's going to mentor Manju? So I see a very good beard guy here with the name as a Dell, if you can rename yourself. So Nilesh, thanks Nilesh. So Nilesh has experience of 10 years of experience. Nilesh can mentor Manju, and that's how this ecosystem of mentor and mentee goes away. This I learned from my different hobby, which is known as Toastmasters. Okay, there we learn communication and public speaking in a simple same manner. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so we have these questions right now. Okay, I will stop sharing the results. So this was it as of now. Okay, as of now, I would not say I am alone in the organizing team. Sarthak is there with me, who has shown his interest to help me on the things. So of course, by tomorrow you will see your first weekly thing to do, and rest of the initiatives will come in the place as well. Now I will open the discussion. Okay, and of course, this is my perspective. Of course, I know Nilesh, Mohammed. If there are 130 people in the house today, 130 different perspectives are there. Okay, might be will not able to accommodate everything, but one by one. It's not like take the 100 things at one place and by after 1 or 2 weeks everything goes down. We'll be going slow, but we'll be going steady. That is the most important part over here. Okay, so let's open the discussion. I can see a few people here. So if you can come on the video as well, that would be good to know because it is just something like you're sitting in the front of a black screen and you're talking. So yeah, open house to everyone. If somebody as one thing, if you want to speak, that would be better if you can raise your hand. If you can go to participant option, there are 3 dots, and there is an option to raise the hand button. That will not make the things messy over here. So okay, anybody would like to speak, their feedback, their suggestion, or something like that, if you have heard the idea as of now how it works? Anyone? Or if somebody is there who was part of ServiceNow Java scripting challenge, it helped you or not? Yes, Nilesh, I was looking for you to speak.
Hey, great. So first of all, I would like to congratulate you and Sarthak if you have initiated this forum. I really like the idea which you have explained right now. So it is awesome, to be on the platform where we will be learning and growing at the same time. So good job. Kudos to you both. And to just to add on to it, it will be a great opportunity for all of us to contribute and learn new things into ServiceNow. And at the same time, as you said, that it will boost our confidence. Might be somewhere I'm one of the person who's in maybe to to come up and give some presentation and all. So that is what I am here for. I want to change it to yes. I'm already been doing something for within the organization itself, but it is where this it will become a big forum where we will be contributing and learning together. So I'm all in for it. That's it. I wanted to say.
Thanks a lot, Nilesh. I will just add one more point over on addition to that. Okay, so you have touched the great point. So everybody is doing something in their life for sure. Okay, they are helping someone, maybe their team members and all that stuff. Okay, so what we're going to do is, if you are contributing to this society via this program, we're going to recognize you as well over the social media or something like that. If somebody knows of this term public relations, okay, so you will learn that, and Nilesh, I will give that department to you for sure. Okay, so how you manage public relations, right? How you recognize the right people at the right point of time. I know the worst part I would say about sometimes for the corporate is that you don't get recognized at the right point of time, and not in corporate, maybe in the personal life as well. Okay, people don't admire you. So if you're putting efforts, you're doing something extra. There are a lot of stuff that we can do. Obviously, we can have your flyer circulated over LinkedIn. I will just post one for Sarthak tomorrow because he is the first who motivated me to join my team, and then our team. I will not say my team; it's our team. Okay, and then the second part is that we will tag your managers out there. We'll just make sure that your corporate listens over the LinkedIn that okay, Nilesh is doing something, Sarthak is doing something out there, apart from their 9 to 5 job. Jyoti, Jyoti, would you like to say something?
Hi, I am Jyoti. I am new to ServiceNow. Right now I am learning ServiceNow. It is right to me join this group or I don't know, but I joined. I have seen yesterday LinkedIn.
Yeah, I got your point, Jyoti. That's a very good question. I was looking.
But I am non-IT background.
That is fine. That is fine, Jyoti. That is fine, Jyoti. I am from mechanical background. I am a mechanical engineer too. Okay. I will tell you one thing. Okay. So there are different sets of people in the house today. There are people who just passed out of the college, okay, and they have started with some company like Abhishek Thakur is there, who is just 19 years of age. He was telling his story, okay, and he has just joined SCL. There are people who are pioneers in the service now, maybe 5 years, 10 years, 15 years of experience. And then there are people having 3 or 4 years of experience trying to make things stronger. Obviously, we cannot cater every personal situation at a bigger forum. That's why the concept of mentor and mentee will come on. So let's say Jyoti, you become part of this community, okay? And let's say Nilesh is a mentor of you. Of course, Nilesh can help you as a fresher how you can start learning ServiceNow. Okay. In addition to that, we'll be having special sessions weekly. Okay, let's say 10 minutes of session where we will tell a fresher, if you're a fresher, you don't know how to learn ServiceNow. Okay, these are the official sources where you can go and you can learn. The best part of ServiceNow is that you have ample of resources to learn. You will not have time, but you will have more resources. I don't know how many of you will agree with me on that. When I started my corporate journey 1 year or 6 years back, sorry. So there are many tools in the market, okay, where your manager will just put you in, you learn yourself. There are no study materials out there. You just start delivering, okay, and then things get messy. But here, the best part is that you can learn from a lot of resources. Don't worry, if you're a fresher as well, you don't know what ServiceNow is, how you can learn will help you out there. I can see in the chat one question. I need some advanced topic like CMDB discovery. So Varela has, if I'm pronouncing the name right, okay. So that's where this concept comes into picture, okay. You're not doing only basic things weekly. So my concept is that, let's say we're taking 15 topics per week, okay. So there will be 5 to 7 easy topics out there, okay. Then 3 to 4 medium, and then there will be 2 to 3 advanced, okay. So let's say even 80% of the people are not able to implement those advanced topics. The rest of the 20% people can come on this weekly call, give the live demo to the people, and then you become advanced with time, okay. The people who are advanced right now were not advanced maybe a few months back, and that's how we learn from each other, okay. So yeah, Mohammed, you wish to speak something?
Hey, hi Gagan. Myself Abrar. So I have 6 years of experience and I'm working in IT service management. First of all, thank you so much for initiating this community. It needs a lot of time and effort to do it. So I think my question is already addressed, but still I want to clarify myself. As you said, on weekly basis, we'll be getting like around 15 topics. So I don't have any JavaScript knowledge, and but I have some knowledge into ServiceNow. Like I'm using the ServiceNow tool, but I'm not into JavaScript and not into development as well.
Yeah.
So is it something, like after I'm getting the topics, so I need to go back and check online and do some research and then, prepare myself?
That's a very good question, Mohammed. So plus we can do a handshake because I am also not good in JavaScript as well. Though I have worked 2 years in ServiceNow as a consultant, or you can say a solution designer. Now that's from this concept also came in. With the time I learned that if I don't get good skills in JavaScript, I struggle with my daily job in ServiceNow, okay? And that's where I started to learn JavaScript in 2 months back. And then when I thought, okay, I need to learn JavaScript, I need to do something daily, okay? Then why I should do this alone? Why I can do this with a group of people, which will make me disciplined. Every morning when I used to send that flyer in the LinkedIn, okay, that you need to implement this code today, that used to give me a target for myself as well. That by the end of the day, if I am not implementing that, I am doing cheating with me. Okay, I'm telling 10 people to do that, but I'm not doing myself. So that's how it helped me as well. So Mohammed, what we're going to do is, before start implementing the things, there are some basic stuff that you should learn. Okay, so for example, the admin course, the basic developer course, the basic, if you do this Chuck Tomasi JavaScripting course on the YouTube, which is free of course for you, you will be good to start with the basic code itself. And don't get that anxiety if let's in the first week you're not able to implement 15 out of 15 stuff. And it is going to be very basic in the start, in the very first.
Did I lost you, Gagan?
Is it better now?
I think we lost him.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better now,
Yes.
Gagan.
So I was saying that things will not going to be too hard in the starting. You're going to step by step, keeping everybody in mind. There might be few people in this group which will get bored with out of those 15 challenges, but that is not my target. If they're getting bored, let them get bored. The main objective is to help the community in learning the things. Okay, those pro people should come there as an example and share their knowledge. Okay, that is what I am looking for. So that is, don't worry, Mohammed, will take care. We have taken care in the JavaScripting challenge. I guess we can do this here as well.
All right, Gagan. Thank you so much.
Harish is there. I know Harish from the very first day. He used to post every day his code. Yeah, Harish, would you like to speak something?
Hi, good evening, everyone. First of all, I will thanks to you, sir, because when I joined, you can say ServiceNow, because I am from non-technical background. So I have taken a guidance from you only. So I was means I can do a admin part, but in case of development, I did not know about JavaScript J words. But with the help of you, I have learned the APIs. Now I can say I am not excellent in client side, but yeah, good in you can say ServiceNow client side scripting. I have to work on myself to improve server side script. I'm waiting from I think last 2 to 3 months about when did you start this.
I know I used to get a lot of DM from you, Harish. So don't worry, we're going to do it together. And I would love to see you giving a session on the client scripting going forward, as you have learned.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that's good. Rishi, would you like to say something? You're on mute, Rishi. Rishi is from Toastmasters, I believe. Let me try to unmute. Rishi, I'm sending you an unmute option. I guess you're not able to.
Yeah, hi, Gagan. Sorry, I was stuck in the meeting actually. Handling two things at a time. Yes, Gagan, it was very nice. It was a great initiative that you have been handling, because being like, coming from a non-technical background, because even I wanted to enhance my technical skills. This is something kept very much interesting. I had a thought, you have been mentioned that mentor and mentee program, which where mentor can help the mentee. This is a very good program. My situation is like more or less like a Harish. So I don't know how I should start, from where I have to start from service domain, because I'm working as a business analyst to BFSI domain, where I don't get exposure to work on any of the technical tools, Gagan. So it will be a great privilege and much appreciated that, I'm very much keen to grasp the knowledge of ServiceNow, just for us to understand what are the chapters we have.
That's great, Rishi. That's great, Rishi. Don't worry, we're going to do it together. But better you focus on your client call as of now. That's more important. From your bread and butter is coming. So don't mess with that call as well. Okay. So we'd like to take 2 or 3 more feedback, and then we will wrap up for today. Don't worry. It is not only happening for today. We are going to do this every week. Okay. Come up with your challenges. Maybe in your corporate life, in your personal life, something like that, we can discuss. And if you're not comfortable discussing in the group, feel free to send a voice note to me and more organizers. I would say more senior people, or whatsoever you trust in the group. Okay. There is no junior, senior, experience, fresher is going to be out there. If you feel somebody can help you, just go to them. So Fatima is there who wish to speak something. I see a message. Fatima, would you like to speak something?
Yeah. Hi, Gagan. Thank you so much for organizing the JavaScript challenge. It was very, very helpful for me. I have about 10 years of total experience in IT, where I was part of service desk initially, a totally non-technical background. And I decided to make a shift into ServiceNow 2.5 years ago. So for a non-technical person, I was actually struggling to find out how I can start learning JavaScript, because that's a very important part. I realized where we need client script, business rules, everything has scripts, and that was very important. So it gave me kind of a head start. And another thing was, thank you for making it a weekly thing, because daily was, yes, it was very difficult for me. I did for about 2 weeks, I think, and then I had to drop out because of my work commitments and everything.
I can understand this happens. So I understand those pain points there. Of course, there is going to be a lot of pain points in this initiative as well. Okay. But that with the time you improve, if you have heard the concept of continuous improvement, right? Yeah. So thanks a lot, Fatima. We'll just take last 2 or 3 people. And then if you have any suggestions, then you can always reach out to me at any point of time in the interest of Rampriya. Would you like to say something?
Yeah. Thanks for this initiative, sir. Actually, I have 5 years of experience in ServiceNow. I'm also tried this kind of challenging group earlier, but gathering people, make them to involve, assigning tasks. And what my idea was, I started like 1 year back. Whatever requirements we are working in our office, we will share with each other. We'll make it as a group requirement. We will share and work together again in our PDI. This is was what my concept was. But the sad point, hard point is I'm not able to gather the people, make them to involve, the commitment. So luckily I saw your challenging LinkedIn. You might see I I attended all the I have posted all
I
your.
know. I have your screenshots in my phone till now.
If I miss, because I'm in Boston, the day and night challenge.
I would just say
morning.
I would say one or two things here, Rampriya. I will not focus on your sad point. I would focus on the positive part where you took the leadership to do something. And of course, with the time you learn how to influence the people and how to manage the initiatives. Apart from my corporate job, apart from my daily activities, I am also part of one community which is known as Toastmaster International, okay, where I manage clubs of 6 states of India, Haryana, Punjab, Uttarakhand, around 200, 300 people and, around 20 clubs. So everything comes with time. I learned few skills over there, okay, that I'm obviously willing to share with you as well. So don't worry, don't focus on the sad part. Focus always on the positive part as well. Okay. So anybody else? Last 2 people. Okay. I would say Bhumi. You would like to see?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
My name is Bhumika Shah from Gujarat. Actually, my career in total IT experience 7 years, and the last 1 year gap in my career after not go to my previous job. I learned ServiceNow and completed training and certified system administrator. But very learning, last 8 months learning ServiceNow, but many company applies, but not hire me because minimum company requirement 1 year and mostly 3 years experience.
Okay. Yeah, I got your question. Okay, so this is the pain point of most of the freshers out here. I will say 2 or 3 things. Maybe it is very blunt. Okay, whatever is there in the industry, you cannot do anything about it, according to me. Okay, if let's say Infosys decides that they need at least 2 years of experience, you cannot change it, right? The best thing which you can do is you can make your skills in such a way, the moment you get an interview opportunity, they cannot reject you. I always say this, like, make a profile which nobody can reject. Okay. And I know there are many companies in the market out there which are giving opportunities to the freshers. Okay. And with this community, you will find more people from those communities and those companies which can help you. Okay. So it's just not like only an upskilling initiative. We are going to help each other in finding the jobs, switching the jobs, and all that stuff as well. So I will think something on it, Bhumi. I know that is the biggest point out there. We'll get some expert on it, okay, who is a kind of an hiring manager or in ServiceNow who can tell you, or maybe a practice leader. Okay, so for example, at my Infosys, we have leaders who run the practice of 5,000 ServiceNow employees. They know why they don't get freshers, and to be very frank, I also take interviews for my organization. We don't get good people. That is also a point. Everybody wants a job out there, be a fresher or be a mid-level, but we never see how much capable we are. Okay. So that is one thing we're going to work upon. Bhumi, thank you. The last man of the today's session is Sarthak. Okay. The man of the house. So Sarthak, would you like to speak something? And then we'll end off. Don't worry, we're not able to speak today. I can see, and we'll take one more speaker. My friend is there, Amrit. Okay, from him, who is also helping the community out there. Sarthak, yes, you would like to speak something?
Okay, so good evening, everyone. Best wishes to you for the day, first of all. After that, I would specifically say 2 points over here. That as we have in just previous slide, we have shown the different objectives that we will be going to follow during this particular event. So I would just like to assure all of you guys that we need to be very much specific while handling the data. Like if we are saying that we need some real-time scenarios and we want to submit it, so it should not get mixed with any other thing. So in this way, when we will arrange the things and we will execute the activities for actually submitting and accumulating the real-time scenarios, we will have a particular separate talk over it, specifically Gagan.
So no, what we'll do is I have a solution for that. Okay, we need to make a filter over it. So let's say there is a Google form where people are submitting their scenarios. So maybe the organizing team can make a filter before publishing that. So that is our responsibility too as organizers to take care of it, the compliance part. Thank you. So last part, Amit Gujarati, if you would like to speak something, and then we can wrap it up.
Yes, Gagan. First of all, thanks a lot for this initiative. Okay, I was actively looking for this initiative from a long time. Just I need to give some feedbacks. First.
1 second, Amit, let me put the people on mute. All right, please continue.
Yeah. So last time when we had this JavaScripting challenge open, right? So a lot of people reach out to me, and they were facing the problem that they were able to resolve the coding challenge, okay, but they were not sure what is the best way to do that. Okay. Yeah. So if we can focus on that, once the challenges get over, we can focus what is the best way to achieve that particular requirement. And also it will be better if we can explore around other modules also, rather than ServiceNow platform itself, okay? Because a lot of people are facing difficulty on the process level only, where they are not having the complete understanding of the process itself, but they know the platform pretty well, right? So if we can focus on that particular part, this will be the milestone, right? If we can achieve this, then
I totally understand, Amit, and we'll be needing your support in that as well. Okay,
definitely.
Because the best learning I had, from one of my manager is that today, if you learn 100% ServiceNow, there is a highest probability that in few years ServiceNow will go and something will come in. Okay, but if you are a master of your domain as well, let's say for example, I come from a telecom domain. Okay, somebody is coming from manufacturing, somebody is coming from healthcare, right? If you know your domain in and out, if you know processes that Amit was saying, you can adapt any environment later on. Okay, Remedy was there, then ServiceNow is coming up. There is a probability, you don't never know. After 15, 25, 7 years, something else will come out, or you will have to work on something else in your same process as well. So that is also we're going to take care, where maybe the process experts can come in and can share the knowledge, or we can read itself. Okay, so for example, let's say if I'm reading something from telecom domain today, I can just give a 10 minutes talk on that. That would be good. Thanks, Amit, for bringing that. It's very important out there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I know many of you have queries, many of you wish to talk. Okay, but it's going to be a weekly session, and plus almost we interact daily on the WhatsApp group. Okay, so we are going to also post some WhatsApp group guidelines as well, so that things doesn't go messy. You're not getting notification throughout your whole day. So we'll make it more streamlined going forward. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. Happy weekend to all of you, and keep learning ServiceNow. Let's make our and each other's career the best possible way. So thank you so much with that. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone. Best wishes. Good day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank